Today we're talking about a different kind of power. That's the power of nonverbal communication. Okay? You know, as human beings, we are exposed to communication, exposed to each other, and whether it's a meeting, a job interview, or just a casual conversation with your friend, you always think about, okay, how did it go? What was wrong? What was good? And then, I mean, for me personally, it's also always a subject for contemplation. And one of the things that I noticed that sometimes, no matter what kind of information you use, even if you know the information perfectly, you share the messages perfectly, the meetings might not go successfully. And I started researching. I started thinking, why is that? What's the reason for that? And I stumbled across this rule, 7, 38, 55. Have you guys heard of this rule?
No.
In 1971, Albert Einstein, the professor of psychology, identified, he found this phenomenon that actually only 7% of your communication, of your words, are understood by your vis-a-vis, by the people who are talking to you or listening to you. And then 38% is your tone, your voice, your tone. And can you imagine, 55% of it is actually your body language. It's how you put your shoulders, how you walk, how you put your hands, and I don't know, lean your head, whatever. So can you imagine, your words almost 10 times meaningless than your body language. Now I would like to think about your body. Like right now, as you're watching and listening to me, can you think of your body? How you put your legs, how you put your fingers and hands? Have you ever thought of this before?
Yes.
Sometimes.
What do you feel?
Posture affects to the confidence, I guess.
Okay, well, this is a great word. Confidence is actually the next theme that we're going to discuss. But for now, I want you guys to stand up and look at the person near you. Just for a second. Stand up and look at the person near you. Okay? And now, pay attention to your pose. And let's make a powerful pose. As if you were a Wonder Woman or a Superman, okay? Something like, I don't know. Stretch yourself. Okay, turn around, show it to another person. All right, thank you very much, thank you. You may be seated. So, this is how you use the 55%. And whenever you have a meeting, think about this next time, okay? And then the question is, why? Why is that like so? Why can't we just send messages and be cool with it, right? Well, because we're social animals. And the language, it seems, comes from animals themselves. We don't know why, but the power pose is like this. For a gorilla, for a snake, for a swan, whatever. The larger you are, the more important you are in an animal world. And it seems our politicians have just copied it. Okay? This is Frank Underwood from the House of Cards. And then these are our famous politicians. You see the poses, the way they stand, the way they look at you. So this is taken from the animal world. Right? So we've discovered that powerful people or powerful animals use powerful poses. If that's true, then the question is the opposite also true? Can we fake power by using powerful poses?
Yes.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it's true. Neurobiologists have actually tested the hormones in the body. And can you imagine, when you make a powerful pose, just like we did in the beginning, you change the composition of your blood. Thank you very much. You start to produce more testosterone, the hormone that actually that is responsible for power, for taking risks, being aggressive, and etc. And then there's also cortisol, the opposite of testosterone, the hormone that produces stress and anxiety. So the more testosterone in your body, you start unconsciously using powerful poses, and vice versa. When you use powerful poses, you start producing more testosterone. And the same is actually true for being happy. When you're happy, you start smiling. When you start smiling, you start feeling happier. So that's an interesting correlation. And one more time, we did this exercise with the Wonder Woman and Superman, and you've actually changed the composition of your blood. And think about it next time when you go on a meeting. Thank you very much. And here are the tips from my presentation today. Remember the 7-38-55 rule. Never rely on your words and on your tone. Think about your body language. Before a meeting, try to stretch. Stretch out your body, move before the meeting so that there's blood, there's circulation, and you feel a bit larger, physically larger, right? Expand your body, don't hunch, don't put your shoulders like this, don't look at the phone before the meeting, but try to be not awkward. So these are my key tips for your meetings, okay? And actually, I believe that actually these small tips can change the way you communicate with people, which means that you can actually change the quality of your life, because every meeting is an opportunity for us, right? So thank you very much.